Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network as we bring you the Dirt Sheet debate tonight. Going to be a fun one where me and that pretty face break down some of the hot topics in wrestling, some of the Dirt Sheet rumors and BS, and we're going to talk about it here tonight. Get in that chat. Let us know what's on your mind. Plus, if you have any questions for the host, put them in the chat. We'll try and get to them in the rapid fire. But strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is the Dirt Sheet Debate, the show where we take some of the hottest topics in wrestling and we talk it out. We go over it. We got a timer. We're under controls tonight, but there's no wrestling for us to watch. Well, there is, but there is no wrestling in the background to distract us from talking about some of the things that are going on in the wrestling world. Like I said, hit like, share, subscribe, get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the family, be a part of the show, be a part of all the fun, and be a friend, tell a friend more than anything else. But if you don't know who we are, well, I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Fluffy Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and I would happily like to announce our new Intercontinental Championship. It'll be defended in the Canadian Battle Royal, but we'll talk about that a little bit later, my God. Yeah. The wrestling world don't stop. It may be chilly outside, but it's hot and heavy out here in the wrestling world.
There is a potential for snow in my neighborhood tonight. So
today. Hey, what
right,
do you say?
we are like 8 Mondays away from Christmas. I hate to break that to y'all, but we are getting close. Lots of going on in the wrestling world as always. If you haven't seen the Dirt Sheet debate before, we basically break it down. You can see the topics on the screen. We're going to go one through one, but this time it's a little different. Sometimes me and Nick can get a little wordy, so we got a time frame. We got a little bit of a control in place here tonight. So it's going to be fun. We got lots to talk about, lots to get into. We won't go through the chat like we normally do, but I see Jose, I see Ken, I see Austin, I see Money and MDP and Jose and Ole.
And Schwimmy and Schwami. I think we could probably at least say the top three from last night were Jose, Misfit, and Klaatu as well. So, yeah, we got all the names popping off. And I know I said it before we went live, but I love seeing that the whole chat's having a conversation before we even go live.
Yeah, no, that's the part of this community that's beautiful, folks. We see the people chatting, getting to know each other. We've seen connections online. We see connections on the Discord. We wanted to build a place where the wrestling fans could come together, forget the IWC, forget the toxicity, and join the WFU, the Wrestling Fans United, and us here at Wrestling for Life Network. But Nick, are you ready to debate on?
I'm a master debater, my guy. Pause. Right. But yeah, I think there's been a few that I even said earlier today. It's going to be hard with this timer, but that's why you got to be here tomorrow for SmackDown. We can talk about it more.
We're going to have more to talk about on SmackDown here at 7:30 tomorrow. But I debate you, you debate me. We're going to have a little bit of fun. But yeah, and like I said, at the end, we're going to do rapid fire. So if there's any questions, just random questions you want to ask, go, and we might get to them. We can't promise. Dale, I see you. Richard, I see you. Anthony, I feel bad for not saying hello to people. That's how dialed in we are. More, Mr. Stormy's back at it again. Let's go, Jose. All right, let's get to the topics. Kevin, shout out. First topic on the board tonight is going to be an interesting one. This one wasn't on our original plan for tonight, but it came up last night, and a lot of people are talking about it. We got a little bit of time on the clock, Nick. I'll let you start this one off, but we have a new national title in AEW.
And just what in the holy hell are we doing out here? Honestly, for what you just introduced the women's tag team titles, and for Tony Khan being this historian of wrestling that he claims to be, this is still an active title. This is his title that has lineage, and you even are brazen enough to sit there and mention NWA in your announcement for it.
Yeah.
There was one term to me that came up the whole time. I kept hearing about this story. The whole thought on it was stolen valor. And that's what this feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. I mean, I was shocked. And like you said, right away, the initial issue for me is the fact that you just introduced a women's tournament, women's tag team titles. Let that breathe. Let that have its moment. Like, if you want it to be, you've already squashed it and stepped all over it with blood and guts. Because now we got this. You're trying to build two things at the same time. It's messy. And then you just introduce a new title. And way more people are talking about this one than those ones.
Oh, absolutely. And this one's going to be defended internationally instead of your international championship. And I hate how much I've had to sit there and explain to people how many titles people in AEW actually have. This whole, now it's belt counting and tit for tat. Okada holds 3 fucking belts. Sorry, hate to tell everybody, news flash, but even Tony said he holds 3 fucking belts.
He does. He explained it. He broke it down. You I think sent me or sent it out.
I said it in our fantasy faction group chat. But yes, we even argued about it when he was having the match with Kenny. And I know I've got to be fast with this, but the international title still exists. The Continental Classic title still exists, and there's still also the unified title with this. You already have all of this. Why are we having now the national title, which is very clearly an NWA title? Literally, Austin Idol, the guy synonymous with the belt, still works for NWA right now. And you're going to do this and you name drop NWA. What are we doing to take your catchphrase?
Well, yeah. And I know one of our friends threw it out there that, like, what a reach. Can you believe people are complaining about this situation with the NWA? This is a reach. Reach? They literally talked about it. The lineage they're talking about belongs to a belt that is actively being used in another company, the company you mentioned, because whether you believe it or not, like, it's there, it's still happening. And this belt, I mean, Mikey, Spirit Squad Mikey is your national champion.
Mike Mondo, put some respect on his name now. He's lost all the hair.
Listen, I invited Mike to come on and talk about it. Like, literally, this is crazy. Could you imagine if the WWE announced, like, next week, the TNT tournament for the new champion?
This is why I made the joke at the start of the show and everything like that. If we're announcing our new intercontinental championship and everything like that, because it feels it's stolen valor of to sit there and take a championship and say you're bringing back and relying on the history that is TNA. Now, granted, could this all be an angle?
That's what I started thinking, and I will. Like, if this is all an angle, hey, kudos. And if they pull the wool over eyes and it works, good for them. I will give them all the points in the world. It doesn't feel that way, though. The only thing that kind of struck me as odd is, has anyone seen Billy say anything?
That's the big, well, that's the one thing. Like, I know, I've even seen it. We've been talking to, again, NWA wrestlers, not trying to name drop or anything like that, seriously. But even seeing their comments of, I know I had a fucking post on my Instagram today that Thrillbilly out there who works for NWA is out there calling Tony a Nepo baby. Like, this doesn't feel exactly like a work or anything.
No, because they're bringing up these lawsuits, which really happened.
Well, that's the whole thing, is it's the potential backlash from this lawsuit over Shockwave. And it is also interesting. This is the second time NWA has got name dropped pretty much this week between Russo and now Tony Khan.
Right. The NWA getting all the free press from people right now, Nick. And
this is why Corgan shut the fuck up. He's like, I don't have to do anything. They keep giving me press.
Right. No shit. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Just to literally, and you called out the lineage of that title. And it just seems like he had to know. He had to know. He is a bona fide or self-proclaimed, wrestling nerd, wrestling buff, smart mark. He had to know.
What's this? Tony's hit him up. First off, fuck your title and the quick you claim.
Well, I mean, last thing we'll say. Oh, the buzzer.
Get it in. You were mid-sentence, mid-thought. Get it out. Get it out.
Just, even without all the side stuff, they don't need it. They don't need it.
Thank you. Michael Scott, thank you.
Like, they don't fucking need it. Let it go. What do we do?
We don't need more titles in wrestling, period. Honestly, and this is not even just a company saying one side or the other. Even WWE needs kind of a thinning of the herd a little bit.
But last thing. The fans stop saying but them. You little tattletales. You're like the little brothers of like, yeah, I know I'm fucking up, but look what he did. First. Second, you got to stop adding up all the 4 brands like Evolve. Like, I saw the people literally like, well, they have like 22 titles across 4 shows. You're right there with 1 show. What are we doing?
Trust me, folks, if you want to hear us continue talking about this, because it's definitely going to happen tomorrow night, make sure you're here at 7:30 for SmackDown, because, yeah, we got to keep rolling. But I do see a super chat from Spaz if we want to click on it.
Yes, we have to.
Fair enough. But if I may, brothers, there's no State of Wrestling this week, but tune in at 10:30 tonight, where myself, Jake DeMarco, and Cody Inidi, I hope I said that right, maybe he's needy, are going to tackle the Tony Fumble Rumble and make new enemies.
Make new enemies. It's not very hard nowadays. People do get quite upset. Fairly easy on this. Thank you so much for the super chat, Spaz. And remember, folks, on shows like this and any live stream we do, the super chat is your way to guarantee we click on your message.
Fair enough. And trust me, well, we're going to be talking about people getting easily upset later on, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. It happens for sure. But next on the docket here, sir, they've announced, and come Monday, we will be in Boston for it. The last time is now. Tournament begins. I'm calling it the lazy time is now. What are we doing here, my guy?
Well, now you made me think of Von Wagner, because you said come Monday instead of come Tuesday. But to me, with this whole situation, I said this before, this is the best way you can use John in his limited dates, and you can still build a hype up for this match, because Christ almighty, we've already got Meltzer out there thinking they've teased Copeland, they've teased Jericho, and now WWE can just fucking troll. Now they can sit there and drop a playlist of John Cena and Edge matches. Now they can drop a full match between Chris Jericho and John Cena, because they're in your fucking heads. Now this is the way you can capitalize on 4 dates, with 2 of which are on Raws and 2 of which are pay-per-views, including his last match.
Yeah, who was it? Somebody out there pointed out that because they name drop Chris Jericho at WrestlePalooza, that means Jericho.
When did that happen?
When they did the not WrestlePalooza, sorry, when he fought AJ. When he did the walls, they said Chris Jericho commentary. So somebody, and I can't remember who it was, someone out there probably knows, surmised that if they said his name, they'd only say his name if they thought he was in the mix or he was coming back in.
Can I guess that this person got a phone call from Tony Khan live on air?
might have, yeah, for sure. But I think this is lazy as hell. You had a year to fucking plan this out, and you came up with a fucking tournament. Listen, we've talked a lot about the botched heel turn and how it looks stupid. This tournament, to me, the matches better be fucking good, and you better make them feel like this is a big deal. Because if not, what a fucking bust.
And I think they will, based on who we've already even seen. We've only seen 4 matches so far. We still think that probably a Gunther's going to be involved, this, that, and the third. I understand. This has been the albatross of 2025 in pro wrestling. This has been a bit of a car crash, and you're just trying to salvage and get to the fucking gas station, and you're running on E with this a little bit. But this is, to me, the best way that they can capitalize on the situation at hand. They are making chicken shit out of chicken salad, if you want to go that far with it.
Yeah, but they were the ones that created the chicken shit. I think that's what bothers me is, yeah, they're trying to make the salad now, but they're the ones that shit the sheets.
Fair enough. At least they're willing to fucking change them, I guess. So let's not all act like we're not going to be emotional and teary-eyed and misty-eyed and everything December 13th. When it's fucking Sheamus versus John Cena for his last time match, or Dom Mysterio or an Obafemi or anything.
Now, to me, just because, like I said, this was a big deal. You had a long time to come up with the idea of how you were going to go about this whole thing. And you had talked about it leading in, like, are they blowing too many dates early? Now they only have 2 dates left, and they still need to build. So we're
Look
gonna
who was crazy. Look who was crazy before. Now I've been making sense this whole time.
Right.
It's Pepe
So
Sylvia out here.
Yeah. It's crazy though. Like, I think there was an opportunity. If it's Gunther, Nick, Gunther could have easily walked out on Monday in Boston and made that claim. If it's whoever, I think what they're doing, part of what I think is they're afraid to outright name somebody. So now they're going to create a tournament where this person earned it. So leave us the fuck alone.
Yes, that's I think you fucking nailed it right there, 100%. And I asked the question, did I? I'm asking you a question. Who be you, Scooby-Doo, of is John Cena's last match the story enough? Do you need anything else on top of that? Is it just the match? I'm not saying you can get away with anyone out there, but at the end of the day, we're all there to watch John in his last match. You almost wonder if who's standing across from him matters.
It kind of doesn't, right? It kind of doesn't. I mean, again, there are people that if he happened to be standing across from those people, probably not a great idea. If it was him and Otis, we might have issues. But within reason, I completely agree with you. This is all about John. And when we go back to look at some of people's final matches, they weren't always 5-alarm blade. It's all about those moments, right? Like, I'm sorry, I love you.
Taker's was cinematic.
Taker's was epic. Like, he had one of the best. I mean, but then his actual goodbye was a little, I always wanted him to do one more. This is about Cena, but to me, in a time where the WWE creative has been called into question a lot, this is another example of, did you take the easy way out? Are you not trying? Who is on your writing team? Can we help? Where are where's the exciting ideas?
I think this will tie into another thing we're going to talk about later, but I do also think this is the way that you can salvage what you have left of this retirement tour.
Fair enough.
I was trying to run on a lot, and I did.
Thumbs up or thumbs down on retirement tours? Maybe we don't do a full year.
It's become an albatross. I think part of, spoiler alert for later talking points, of 2025 has been hampered and dampered by John Cena's retirement tour. Good or bad. It has been a thing that's had to exist, so it's led to a lot of people in complacency roles.
For sure. I don't disagree with that at all, my friend. But yeah, that's it. Another $5 from Spaz. As I see this chat rolling, we appreciate all of y'all. Keep them coming. Cena versus.
We didn't even read Spaz's chat.
I'm getting back there. I was working up to it.
Okay.
But I just wanted to acknowledge some of the people. But go ahead.
Spaz saying Cena's last match is a chamber match versus Vikingo, Mike Santana, Jeff Hardy, Edge, and Jericho. Yes.
Right. No, we can. We'll wait till tomorrow for that too. But
yes.
See, we really suck at keeping things short. That's why we have a timer tonight.
We got to keep it within bounds here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next one, big story, big topic, blood and guts. We're 1 week away.
Does it put butts in seats, to quote Tony Schiavone? And it just, the women's blood and guts to me was supposed to be the anchor point of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we've lost the plot with that. We've lost the plot from just now. We're trying to do this and the tag team tournament at the same time. Everybody's banged up at the same time.
Right.
So half the people that were to start this feud, to lead to blood and guts, aren't even in the match anymore.
Yeah, that's a big part of this story now is Queen Aminata's out. I mean, I gave them credit last night. I thought the idea of doing a 2 out of 3 match, like a series, to decide who gets the advantage was a pretty good idea. Except the third match, you have Harley Cameron will take on Thekla if necessary. That's not the right booking. Harley shouldn't be fighting Thekla one-on-one in this moment. That's where you have your team captains at the end. They kind of got the Moxley match and last night's match mixed up. I think Moxley should have fought Darby if necessary, and then you have Roddy fight last night. But
you tease it and then you don't let that happen because the heels get the advantage because the heels should have the advantage in this match because that's how this shit works. But yeah, are you excited at all for right now the women's blood and guts? because Penelope's out, Aminata's out. We've been building to the tag tournament, which surprisingly Athena and Mercedes are already out. But yeah.
Well, and then in addition to that, wait, Athena and Mercedes, yeah, they're out. Yeah, they're out. Harley pinned Athena. Harley pinned Athena. Harley pinned Athena. What are we doing? I love Harley Cameron. She should not be pinning Athena at this point in history.
No, I'm not even going to get into the whole thing with Athena teaming with Monet. But yeah, Harley Cameron should not be meeting Athena. Well, it's like you said with Tekla versus Harley Cameron, if necessary. That's where you have your captains, finally duke it out, because that's going to be the big deciding factor, because you should add some seriousness, some gravitas, some fucking story.
You work up to things. I think one of the biggest dilemmas with this Blood and Guts and a lot of what we're seeing on Dynamite or in AEW is everyone's kind of on this even plateau. Everyone's kind of gray. Everyone's kind of equal. Everybody has 15-minute competitive matches. The booking's 50-50. Like, this is your worst nightmare. This is Vince McMahon booking. Like, this 50-50 booking has to stop. That's why I'm not excited for this. And realistically, like, we're talking about War Games coming up, and we're talking about main event people that might be in this War Games. The Vision's going to be in it. Will Punk be in it? Will Jey Uso? And on the other side, Darby Allin, Daniel Garcia, fucking Yuta. These are your big stars in your big cage.
I will forgive the 50-50 booking if I really gave a damn about anything that was going on. If this wasn't like the Death Riders whole thing feels like it's a story. Well, no, it feels like a story. Like we're reading chapters after the book's already ended. Like, this is what should have been happening in like chapter 1 and chapter 2. Instead, we're on chapter 12 and chapter 13. And the women's Blood and Guts. And it's also too of how many multi-person matches have we seen now on weekly AEW television? I don't care about multi-person matches anymore, because it's almost got to be like a 70-30 split between multi-person matches versus a regular singles match or a regular tag team match. I think that's probably what made last night's Dynamite with the Survivor Challenge added feel special, because they're actual goddamn singles matches happening.
Yeah. And I mean, again, I gave them credit, because like this little 2 out of 3 series, great idea. And even if you're trying to encourage people to watch Collision, you put matches 2 and 3 for the women over there, and you put match 3 for the men over there. That is a draw. That is a reason for people to tune in. And you did it in a way that the second match for the women wasn't predictable, because it will be on Collision. So you could have a 2-0 victory. Ultimately, this is too mid. This is Blood and Guts should be moved to Full Gear, like on Full Gear. And if you're going to do 2 cages or 2 rings, 1 cage, holy shit, you better have your stars coming out to play. And this is so mid. The conglomeration is mid. This
is Full Gear cannibalized by Blood and Guts.
What's that?
I said, is Full Gear cannibalized by Blood and Guts?
No, not really. But like they booked a last man standing world title match at Blood and Guts. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna do a no DQ garbage, anything goes on a night when you got 2 War Games.
Wait, they seriously sorry, I know we were past time.
It's Hangman and Hobbs. They put Hobbs over. They put the wrong guy over.
I just saw this right now, so this is instant. Falls Count Anywhere match. Is Hobbs your new world champion at Blood and Guts?
No, I don't think so.
We need to respect the horn. Respect the horn. Respect the horn.
We have our group of fans out there. They make me laugh, because they're like, "Hey, you said it."
Hey, no, that's keeping us honest. Keeping us honest.
Like it.
Trust me, we've already gone over.
Not bad. We're doing pretty good. We're pretty good.
Right.
All right. Next topic, as we'll speed up a little, as MVP caused some stir. And this is one of my favorite ones, Nick, because it's another example of someone in the house made the comment and the other people in the house Don't even believe them. They're like, no,
Oh,
don't either. I know
I
you're
have been
battling
having
this.
someone show up in my fucking Instagram for weeks at this point, just getting arguing still the same goddamn point with MVP when he had the first point with Meltzer about how everyone just wrestles trying to impress Meltzer. And now MVP again makes another great point because people forget MVP is a goddamn actual veteran in this fucking game and everything, and is a real dude. To where he's pointing out how many flips does Steve Austin do? And that instantly just set every fucking sicko's hair on fire right there.
Right? Yeah. And again, it's so weird. And I laugh hard for the chat that doesn't know. Nick has had an ongoing debate about this topic. It's one thing if like Bully Ray goes out and says, "Oh, AEW needs to be better," and people shit on him. "Oh, you're with the Fed. You're busted. Oh, we don't like you." Blah. Fine.
You're just out there.
He's one of yours.
Contract. Yeah, MVP works there.
He's one of yours. It's like standing in line with the dude, like, you ready to fight them? And he's like, well, to be honest, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you just drop kicked your own guy because
I told you, Scientology. I'm not saying it's a cult, but it's showing a lot of signs.
But MVP's argument we haven't got to. He basically states that it's, again, people shouldn't be working for Meltzer stars. The guy shouldn't be calling, your boss while you're busy. But ultimately, they're making a lot of bad choices. And we've seen that just doing the moves isn't going to sell tickets.
Well, and this can tie into the whole even thing
It's
with
tie into the next
calling Meltzer and everything like that.
Yeah.
Should we just be blaming Meltzer for the booking right now in AEW at this point instead of Tony Khan?
I believe that the corresponding that Tony Khan does with Meltzer hurts Tony Khan because he believes Meltzer.
Yeah. It's the Emperor and Darth Vader kind of shit and everything. Strike me now, Skywalker.
No, it's the Emperor's new clothes, right? Like,
I don't need to see either of these men with imaginary robes on.
Well, I think somebody has pictures of somebody else in that.
No, moving on.
But it's the Emperor's new clothes of like, don't I look great? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. It's all yes men. So you get on the phone with Meltzer and you're like, wasn't that fun? How did you feel about that? Oh, it was so good. I'm going to give it 5 stars. If it was in the fucking Tokyo Dome, it'd be 37 stars. And so Tony goes to bed thinking, I did good. Uncle Dave patted me on the head. And at the end of the day, MVP's right. MVP is 100% right. And it's what wrestling's lacking across the board in 2025, at least this late part, is exciting shit outside of matches. Like, we want, the stories have been boring. The stories are bland. The characters are bland. It's not exciting.
Well, even then, Dave, you don't put your phone on silent or anything like that when you're live on it. I mean, trust me, my phone's right beside me, but that shit's been silent just from how many notifications and everything I get. But
Mr. Popular.
Oh no, it's because advertising. But yeah, anyways, but this whole thing is 100%. Why are you going at the guy who works there? He's literally in the actual locker room. The Hurt Syndicate was supposed to elevate and bring everybody in the AEW tag team division up to that level. Instead, they've sunk to their level. This is it. It's an issue, and why are you going at your own kinfolk here?
Well, and has anyone stopped and thought, what if we tried that? There's a lot of people seemingly saying this. What if we try? You know what? We can. Do you know how?
We'll shut them all up.
Shove it down their fucking throat. But you know what? I feel like some of the fans out there and Tony out there feels like you have to have one or the other. But it's love and marriage. You can't have one without the other. Put them together and you have magic. That's where the money happens. That's where those stories. You want to do like a Mick Foley Triple H type match where they're tearing down, Madison Square Garden and trying to kill each other, but they had a whole story building into it. That's the money. You can do the crazy shit if you build it. They will come. Pause.
Am I Peggy or are you Al? Love and Mary.
Right. But that's a hashtag Pal Bundy.
Pal Bundy.
What's up, Valen? Horn call. All right, we hit the horn. We will take a second to remind everybody we are back tomorrow, SmackDown 7:30, as you see below. All night long, we're going to be here for that. We're going to be talking all that fun stuff. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Yeah, that blinky little thing's hopefully reminding people to hit that button. Channel continues to grow. We appreciate it. We want to hit 10K. We're getting closer and closer and closer. So keep it coming, folks. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, Nick. But similar to the previous topic, this is a bleeder. It's a John Moxley match. We're bleeding into the next one. Triple H, a lot of people are saying Trips has gone cold.
I need that image because that needs to be shared amongst the social medias and everything. Because, yeah, that is, you're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice my love. Can I say bluntly, yes? And also, spoiler alert, this always happens this time of year. And everyone... you and I both live in the Northeast and everything like that. Yeah. It snows from time to time. You even said, I think either before we went live, of it's almost about to snow in your area and everything. Snows every year. People forget how to drive in the fucking snow every goddamn year. It feels kind of that way of this is always a down period. We already talked about a while ago of how Monday Night Raw was moving time to try and see how it did against Monday Night Football. Everybody forgot about that. Now, this isn't a forgiveness because SmackDown still got a lot of problems. But yes, you can't deny that WWE's gone cold, but not to the extremists that extremists will tell you.
Right. I completely agree, my guy. Like, here's the issue. Listen, I'll be clear to everyone out there. I have a Triple H fandom. I'm a huge Triple H fan. He's one of my goats. I think he was one of the best to ever do it. He's probably my favorite guy. As far as I think he had a phenomenal career. He duped the boss's daughter into marrying him, and now he's got the whole company to himself. It's the smoothest move in wrestling history.
Smooth operator.
I do feel, I don't know that it's bad. It's just not good. Like I said last night when we were live, I don't know the last time I was really, I can't wait till Monday. I can't wait till Monday. It's going to be such a good show on Monday or Friday. It's just, they do stuff. It's done well. It looks pretty, but that's it.
Friday is definitely more the anchor than Monday, I would say, in this situation. But I think that is, again, still wrestling as a whole. I'm not saying, again, that they are without fault because they are in kind of this placeholder position right now. And again, that goes back to the John Cena thing that I think has been an albatross and an overarching thing that's held a lot of people in standstill positions until this happens, that happens. We're maybe doing too many shows. We've probably had too many injuries. Yeah.
The injury thing is interesting because I do think two things have happened that caused the injury bug. One, less reps. And I think a lot of the veterans will tell you, and even like we talk about sports athletes, you know, sports athletes.
Load management. It's like sports entertainment, sports athletes.
But with less booking, when you're not working as much, and I'm not saying they should be working like the territory days or the early Vince days where they're working 350 days a year. That's madness. But if you aren't being booked, if you're not consistently getting those bumps, those reps, that's when you tend to get hurt. It's a common thing. It happens. The other part of it is, I think you're trying like there used to be a few people that would do a tope or a moonsault or, you know, an over the top. Everybody does it now. Heavy weights, little weights, all the weights. Everybody's just fucking running at it. And we're opening the door. You're going for bigger payoffs and you're getting less reaction because we're seeing it nonstop. Oh, here comes the commercial spot.
Well, isn't that an overarching thing with how many shows we're getting? We're getting WrestlePalooza, we're getting Saturday's Main Event, we're getting this, we're getting that, we're getting so many matches they don't feel special anymore. They just kind of feel like we're doing the dance. And again, I think overall this always ends up being a low time in pro wrestling that people also have to take into consideration. I think the criticism, while valid, I think is over exaggerated.
Yes.
that people forget Monday Night Football exists. The World Series exists. People
Right.
are still doing
Unless
this,
you're
doing
Meltzer.
that, and everything. What?
Right? Unless you're Meltzer giving out the AEW ratings because
Oh yeah, the sun was
shining.
shining. It's set in the west. All of this shit. Yeah.
Last thing I'll ask. Actually, I lied because there goes the clock. It might have been a delayed clock this time, but is okay. We can agree. Maybe not the most exciting, compelling, holy shit stuff.
Yes.
But in some of it, like you said, we kind of seen this happen. And maybe the fans, we want more. We want it now. You'll have an amazing match, but they'll spend 20 minutes talking about the next match that had a couple botches in it. Well, the last match was epic, so this one sucked. What are you going to do next?
What is the Veruca Salt paradox of I want it now, I want the whole world, my way,
Right.
all of that of they didn't do what I wanted them to do, but I'm still going to end up liking the story when we get down to the end and everything. And see, I told you they were going to do that. There is issue, but it is not throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of level of issue.
Yeah, they're not dead. They're not dying. We've watched them go through worse times.
SmackDown is a problem. SmackDown needs to get fixed.
It just let Drew win the fucking belt. Let's get some excitement going. Let's do something. I think they're playing it safe. Everything's safe.
The check engine light isn't on yet, but it does need an oil change.
No, but they're the guy going down the highway right on the speed limit. Like they're in the highway, they're moving, but they're doing the fucking limit, and everyone's flying by them. It's boring. Hit the gas.
Scout's honor. Can I just say I'm probably that guy?
Right. Retirement tour. Yeah, I mean, we talked about the John Cena being a bit of a handcuff. So, all right. Let's move this along. My way.
On the highway.
Let's go. All right.
Life is a highway.
So we're going to do rapid fire. How this works is we're going to take turns. It might be a question. It might be a true or false. It might be word association. We're going to randomly run through just hot rapid fire questions. I love how provocative that sounds.
Yes, provocative. No one knows what it means, but it gets the people going. Are you going and then I'm going? Or are we like trading back and forth, or are we doing a run?
Well, we'll do you get 1 minute. It's up to you. Do you want to go first? Do you want to answer or ask first, sir?
Pause. Do I want to be top or bottom? No, I just didn't know if we were tagging in and out throughout this whole thing, or if we were just going on one solid run.
Right. No. Straight shot question, straight shot answer. So
Fair
1
enough.
minute for that, first. And then we'll switch. So are you asking or answering first?
I'll ask you first. I got a theme a little bit.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, we're gonna put 1 minute on the clock, folks. If there's a couple that pop into the chat, we'll try and grab them. But let's go.
Right. So, or Tony.
Say that again. I cut you off.
Smashing Pumpkins or Tony.
Pumpkins.
Harley Race or John Moxley?
Race.
Animated or live action?
Live action.
Roku or Temu?
Temu all the way. I love me Temu. That's an addiction.
Oh, DMX or Tupac?
Tupac by a hair. Like that's like
neither one of them had hair. How are you gonna say that?
That yeah, right. Like that's anyway. Shut up.
Spirit Squad or Frat House?
Who are the Frat House?
Exactly. Dark State or Wendy Chu?
Wow, that's one of my questions.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm going choo-choo all day. I love her.
Choo-choo train going down that track. Tournament or Battle Royal?
What?
Tournament or Battle Royal?
Tournament.
Mowing or leaf blowing?
Mowing.
My last three off because you.
Yeah. Okay. Because you won't.
Power or shockwave?
What?
Power or shockwave?
Power.
Leafs or Blue Jays?
Leafs.
Chicken or fish?
Chicken, 100%.
Fair enough. That's my last one.
That was good. Mine are a little different, so that's fun. Honest to God, Dark State or Wendy Chu? Question number 3.
I'm gonna be honest. I accidentally, much like in our messages earlier, I actually wrote AW instead of how like earlier I wrote AAA instead of AW.
Yeah.
And I knew what I meant, so I just read Wendy Chu, even though that's not what I typed.
Oh, wait. The last one was from Jonathan. Oh, I'll actually do this during the rapid fire. This one was the one I meant. Poutine or beaver tail. That's like meal, dessert. That's like 2 different categories. If I eat poutine more often, but if it was like you get one treat right now, I'd probably take the beaver tail.
Fair enough, fair enough. And I'm proud that I know exactly what you're talking about.
You've been around me enough. You better.
I know things, sir.
Right.
Not just because of you.
And the Tupac DMX one's hard because it's like, 2 amazing
I'm gonna
things.
be honest. I pulled that from Drink Champs with their interview with Tupac.
Check it out. All right, Nick. I will ask the questions. You will answer the questions.
You are the key maker. I am the gatekeeper. Hold on.
All right. Now, mine aren't like Nick's. Well, a couple are, a couple aren't. We're all over the place. We're gonna have fun with this.
Oh, absolutely.
Come back to that one. But here we go. Why did it do that? There we go. Stuffed crust pizza. Yay or nay?
Yay.
Oh, okay. If you had to book one, Dark State or Wendy Chu?
Oh, fuck. Dark State. Do you eat stuffed crust from the ass or from the front?
From the front.
Okay.
Who's the best Pokemon?
Oh, shit. Alakazam. I don't know. That's the first one. Everyone's going to say Pikachu, but yeah.
Nah. What's your favorite annual PLE?
Oh, well, I mean, WrestleMania kind of has to be. Outside of that, I'd say Survivor Series.
Fair enough. I like it. Would you be a healer or a babyface?
Oh, fuck. Can I just be a cool heel or a dastardly babyface? I don't know. I'll be a shade of gray.
Shade of gray. My story. Team Hell No or Brothers of Destruction?
Brothers of Destruction.
What's an intro song you hate?
Oh, that I hate.
Yeah.
Primo.
You fucking hate that shit. The only one I missed was would you take on the Stunner or the Rock Bottom as your finisher? What finisher you like better? What's better?
What? No. Well, so is your question which one would I sell more, or which one's the better finisher?
What's the better finisher, the Rock Bottom or the Stunner?
Rock Bottom.
Okay.
Well, can I explain my answer real quick? I would take the Rock Bottom, and I would also the Rock Bottom's the better finisher because you can kind of hit it a little bit more out of nowhere. Okay. Austin's you get graded heavily on how you sell the Stunner.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get graded how you sell the Rock Bottom. So it's the safer move. It's the better move. And I'm not landing on my ass 345 days out of 365.
Fair enough. Bucket list concert.
I think,
even if you've already
doing like a Woodstock, I mean, if I'm going to I'll take the easy route out and say I've actually achieved halfway one of those a little bit because I don't go to too many concerts, but I saw Cypress Hill and Slipknot together, and that was pretty goddamn dope. That was actually around the start of me being on the channel. So
that's right.
A cool. That's where the bloody shirt comes from.
Right.
There's the lore.
All right. Liv Morgan or Roxanne? I'd give them the nod to. I think Liv right now.
You don't gotta turn on the red light.
I knew you were gonna do that. But that's good. That's fun. We could do like a half an hour of those random questions. Sami Zayn's entrance. Just because Sami comes out, you asshole.
So good. That's one of those that even if you don't know that's a wrestling entrance, you would jam to it.
I like it. It's like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Let's go.
Yeah.
Somebody said Mr. Meme.
Mr. Mime is the best Pokemon. Well, then everybody can say Ditto because Ditto can copy any Pokemon. My wife's more the Mrs. Big Nick is much more the Pokemon person than I am. So that's why I thought it was hilarious you asked me that. I'm Dragon Ball Z, she's Pokemon.
Right.
Exposing my nerd.
All right. I think we got good ones, blonde or brunette. Just it changes so much. How do you pick? Blonde.
Brunette.
Okay, high five.
Yeah.
But
Tag team back again.
Right, that's it. Hey, don't let our secrets out.
Whoa.
But ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate you being here tonight. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend, share this with everyone you can find. Let people know about the Wrestling for Life Network. We got more coming your way, more interviews, more fun, more clips, more wrestling reaction than you can shake a stick at. But that is the Dirt Sheet debate this time. SmackDown tomorrow, Nick. We got lots to talk about and half an hour pre-show to get into it.
We got plenty of time, and we'll still be talking about it through most of the show. But our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you better put that for life with it.
Come back tomorrow. We'll see you on the flip side.